Hello, all. Welcome to Melanin Madam. And tonight we are going to have Media Madame P.I again. Actually, it's probably going to be the rest of the way for the whole brand, but we are able to implement the brand goals with this platform. So tonight I'm going to have our co-hosts introduce themselves, and then I will read the disclosure. We'll jump into the hot topic, and then we will start. On your way in, please make sure that you share the live, you subscribe. Hey, twin, you other twin. I have to introduce you guys. I'll make sure that we do the disclosure. We have a hot topic, and then we have four stories for tonight. So each person has a chance to give their feedback on each story because they are very interesting. So tonight we have When Love Turns Cold, Confusing, and Dangerous. Co-host, introduce yourself, and then we will get started.
Happy holidays, everybody, and happy Tuesday.
Hey y'all, it's delicious and happy holidays. And let's get into this messy shit. I'm ready.
I am so ready. So we have my cyber twin joining us tonight, and then you guys know my twin, my co-host for Tuesdays since the sixth grade. So when I say twin, I was talking to the new twin I'm introducing you guys to. Make sure you go over to TikTok and follow her as well. We both read stories. Her stories are different than my stories, so it's quite amazing because yeah, the bullshit is very much alive. There's enough stories for everybody. Jesus, it is. Look, now Ro is even like, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. So here we go. Let me put on my amazing PI glasses, which, by the way, let me tell you a short story while I get this ready. So you guys know my friend Wesley that passed, and yesterday was his birthday. We celebrated his heavenly birthday. Before he passed, the gift he bought me, because I love Tiffany's and I wear Tiffany's glasses, he bought me two pair of Tiffany glasses. Now I'm too scared to go get my prescription put in it because what if they mess them up, y'all?
They won't mess them up.
They won't.
Hey
I'm
love.
nervous. They not gonna mess them up. Okay.
You just hope your eyes don't change.
Oh, right.
I had to change my prescription every year for the past 3 years.
Oh no, Ro, that's not good. They need to tell you what's going on because when mine
They
was shooting up, remember they told me it was stress and then something
what
else.
they said that they can't see anything. They said at my age that your eyes is normal for them to change like this.
So yours is hereditary. Mine is hereditary as well. They just gave me some different tips to slow it down, and stress was one of them. So I take my FMLA faithfully. So here we go. Here's the disclosure, and you're welcome for the love always. So disclaimer: these
Hold
stories are you are about to hear are submitted anonymously and are shared for commentary,
on. That's
education,
fine.
and
I'm going
discussion
to
purposes
listen.
only. No names are used, no parties are identified. I don't know these people, no matter how much you can relate. That's why we use the stories. These are real
They
people.
said what?
I can hear you, Ro.
Oh,
This content does not provide legal, medical, or therapeutic advice. I have different licenses, and unless you book me and I am giving you feedback personally, any one of us, the nurse, the nail tech, or me as HR or in emotional intelligence, it's not advice. Okay. Some stories involve emotional distress, neglect, or threats of violence. Y'all, it's going to be threats of violence tonight. Okay. Viewer discretion is advised. If anything ever hits a trigger, it's so we can all learn, right? People go through real things and we will give feedback. If you don't like the feedback that we give, it's okay to seek a therapist. That way they can give one-on-one advice or talk to your real people or DM me. There's not a single person that has ever DM'd me or asked for advice and I've ever talked about their story or by one of my journals, and you can tell it to yourself. Here we go. First, we're going to start with Miss Kiki, though. Because remember, we brought her to the internet and she was in her wedding dress, and everybody just felt so bad for her because how could her husband do this to her? Everybody could relate because everybody that had no good motherfucker. We was mad. We was mad. And then my brain said, Madam, my brain said, huh? I said, this don't seem right. Something ain't right because that DV she talking about ain't DVing. Lo and behold, we found out it wasn't. But look at this interview, and I'm only going to play a little bit of it because I just want you to hear what she says. Talking too much. People be talking about story time and get wrapped up in the fame of it all. But who wants to be famous for being a nutcase? But here we go. Listen.
You know, it's changing a lot. But I don't mean to make him look bad. He knows me. What hurts me the most is on our vows, he said, I accept your TikTok. You put it in our vows, you know? So, therefore, I should have been accepted in love. I've been doing TikTok before I met him. I've been doing videos before I met him. I get it. I come to the internet. I get it, y'all. People tell me stop, but I won't. I won't stop coming to the internet because that's just who I am. I look at my internet family. Now, I want to say this. This man has put me through the ringer. 3 years through the ringer. I have forgave and forgave and forgave. I don't have no more in me. I didn't just walk away overnight. I walked away when I couldn't take it no more. I walked away when I was on the internet with some Don Julio and some wine, losing my mind. Because I give this man my heart and my soul. I lost my
sister, you did do
mind.
that. Sister, I
You
don't
know,
know why you mixed that together like that. I don't know how you did that.
Man, I had enough, okay? I had enough. You know, but bashing him, I told him, I did tell him personally, I'm going to keep you, I'm going to stop talking about you so much because I understand. I will do that for him because, again, he's not like, oh, a terrible guy. He's just a cheater. And I asked him, I want him to figure it out why he cheats so much. Tell me what's going on. Am I not enough? Do you need somebody else every now and then? I need you to figure that out because I can't keep accepting it. I can't. You know?
Okay, so I have another question for you, Kiki, because now you up here with us. I want everybody to stay on mute. Just me and Kiki talking. Can you mute us, sweetheart? Thank you so much. Because I did ask the question to him, how did he feel when you was standing in y'all living room with the wedding dress and the tequila and the wine? I do want to know what made you. It's just me. I want to know what made you say, "Hey, I'm finna push my live button. I'm finna go live. I'm finna sing this song over and over good." Because
I don't even know. I was drunk. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once I started drinking, I didn't care. I didn't care about personal live or nothing. And the thing is, I'll try to come to him, but he'll block you out quick. And it's like, as his wife, I'm like, talk to me. I would have to blow his phone up for him to talk to me. And I tell him, you got to stop doing that. You got to, you know, if you don't talk to me, what else I'm going to do? Who else I'm going to talk to? You know? So me putting that, we got to, yeah, I'm sorry. 1 second, because we got to do it on the thing. But me doing that is like, you know, yeah, it was embarrassing. But at the same time, do I regret it? I don't, because God don't do things, you know, and for the amount of women that I helped and came in my inbox and said how they're proud of me for coming out. You know, not too many people.
I have several problems with this, so I'm going to allow you guys to go first. And then what you don't touch, I will. Rose, what do you think?
I watched this story at the beginning, but I didn't stay following
You can
it.
only go on what she says and have something to say. But there's
Okay,
several things she actually said.
But what am I supposed to be talking about? Like,
What feedback? I'll go first.
Yeah,
I'll go first. Go ahead and jump in. Number one, I did promise him that I would stop talking so much. Insert, why are you on a panel talking so much? It's number one. Number two, you mentioned in there that the biggest problem you have is his cheating, right? What happened to the domestic violence? Okay. Number three, you said that he had his vows and he promised that he would be okay with TikTok, but you had your vows and you're not supposed to be discussing your business the way that you're discussing it, but you're doing it. Why are you talking about what he did versus what you did and what you continue to do? Yes, I know I shouldn't be on TikTok like this and I shouldn't bring it all to social media, but you guys are like my social media family, so fuck my real life husband. How does that make sense?
Was it? I mean, when did she do this?
When did she do this interview? Last night.
Are they about to get back together or something?
So they've never not been together.
I mean, like, I know he don't live with her, so that's what I'm saying. Like, are they getting back together like that?
I don't know. I don't live with them. All I know is they never stopped really fucking around. There's been no divorce papers, but she did come online and do a whole live stating that she was filling out divorce papers. It was over. Hey, cousin, it was over. And the divorce papers were actually fake. We have a copy of them. It wasn't real divorce papers, nor did she turn them in. And she was just at his baptism on Sunday.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. Did she say that they live together? Did he move into that new apartment? Have she said that?
She's a liar. She's not saying anything. We're finding out all of this information from people around him, specifically his mother. Des, what do you have to say?
Look, I'm like, I don't even know what to say.
Well, the thing is, they did this to come up. And when you do stuff like this to come up, a lot of other things come out.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is, girl, stay the hell off the internet. You ain't got nothing to talk about for real. And the reality is, you're okay with every fuck nigga thing he's done, just as you're okay with all the fuck nigga things you're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
so for me, y'all both ain't shit, and we don't care no more.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
could delete your page for me. Not that you don't have to delete your life. Ain't nobody telling you that. But
Absolutely not.
I just could care less about what you got going on because
Mhm.
in what world?
But
Because
she gonna keep on coming on because she still get views. She ain't about to
right,
stop.
Well,
but
because
she's
she ain't
getting
gonna
views
stop
off the
giving y'all
live,
something to view. She gonna keep
huh?
giving you something to view. That's the point. And
That's the whole point.
people like messy. Don't even matter if they're into it or not into it. They just
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
fuck. They ain't got nothing else to do.
Long as
And
it's
they're trauma bonding. Most of the people that come on or that reach out, they're telling her that she's brave for reaching out because it's, oh, most women don't say anything until it's too late. And then all of these things happen. They're thinking they're supporting her through domestic violence because remember the clip that I showed of when she asked for the GoFundMe money, it was, I need to get to safety. I need to get out of here. So people quickly gave her money to move into another apartment. There's never been any domestic violence. In fact, she filed the charges, she paid for his lawyer, and she dropped the charges. That was all a lie as well. That man never put his hands on her. But in the interim, I told you guys that she's put her hands on him several times, and I personally heard it come out of her mouth. I got it on recording. She's thrown a brick at him. She's pulled a knife on him. She's pulled a pow pow on him. She put sugar in his tank. She's jumped up. She's done a lot of stuff. It was actually her. But that's not what she's telling her viewers. And they're not paying attention. They're trauma bonding. That's very unhealthy. And it really goes back to what Tasha K said. That's very unhealthy to rage bait people and make them believe that they can see themselves in you because they've been through something before and they're thinking that they're helping you. To this point, I believe she's gotten 40, close to $50,000 from people.
Oh, she had.
Because they think they're helping her.
To do
There's no
what?
domestic violence, and you're still dealing with your husband. And he showed us pictures. He caught her one night. I played that one too, where she went over there. Now, Brandon, he is a mess. He is a mess as well. But he's not the one online lying and rage baiting people and getting them to donate money to him. And
I didn't know she
no,
was still up. I thought she just got that 1,400. I didn't know she
oh
was
no,
still up.
baby, she's
Funny.
still going strong. We see like even as somebody who is not following her on my For You page, I see at least 3 or 4 posts from her a day. Well,
Yeah,
I knew her.
I don't even. I see it, but I just don't watch it. Like I see that she posts all the time, but I don't even watch it. So I showed
Right.
it. She was getting that. I thought that was just it.
Oh no, baby. It's bad. It's nights maybe like 2 weeks ago. She was live all night. All night. And people, it's you so brave. We're happy you're out of there. And not knowing 2 days before, she went to Brandon's house because she thought another girl was there. Because how dare you have somebody in our marital home?
Mm.
And
That's
she drove over there and crashed out.
well, he should have called the police on her then.
And that's what everybody else said. So you can clearly see that he still loves her because they have an order. And when he pulled out his phone to record that she was there and shouldn't have been, trying to show the internet, she on here bashing me. I'm getting death threats and y'all are still supporting her. I told her to just leave me out of it and she won't. He pulled out his phone to record her. She pulled out her phone to record him and was like, yes, this is going directly to the prosecutors. Ma'am, are you standing? Because we're not even supposed to be in the same room, but you're standing at his house.
Right.
So you just openly admitted that you're willing to set this man up even further? That's some toxic shit. It's toxic as the fuck. I don't understand.
I
So
guess you
we,
just like a live fucking love and hip hop or something. Just the one on social media. And
right.
people love that kind of stuff. So she's gonna
Yes.
continue to make money because people love all that kind of stuff.
Right. But to those people that are being scammed, are there several of us that are doubling back and saying, hey, y'all pay attention to this? Yes, because it's people that are really thinking, are you okay? Sending her stuff, basically funding her life for somebody who says if they can't work because they're sick 3 days a month. Well, as much as you're doing all of this shit, you could absolutely work. You could work. You don't want to work. You have become social media famous for the wrong things, and now you can't tell the truth about your life. Mm. Well, if you keep wrong dating to her, that's on you. That's your problem. Because this girl is lying, and it's bad. And we're watching it play out in real life, and it's not good to her for her mental health either. If you haven't watched it, go watch the Tasha K interview, which was done maybe a week or two after. Sorry, y'all, a pinch nerve. When somebody get on my nerves, it's so bad because it actually pinches my sciatic nerve, and she has gotten on my nerves. That's why I can't cover the topic in a full show, y'all. You just got to see live that it actually pinches my fucking nerve. Excuse my language. Ooh, let me move to another story. It's giving me indigestions.
I'm hollering.
Hopefully, y'all are eating dinner too and enjoying. I haven't ate today. So
I'm gonna
enjoy
go eat too.
dinner with me. Stop. I'm serious. You know that. Sick 3 days. Exactly. So when I reached out to her, I'm thinking I'm helping the lady trying to get away from y'all know me. If you know me, you know. I reached out. Hey girl, I worked in HR. Nobody would be able to not have you working there. Everybody gets off every, weekend or 2 days a week. So 3 days that you need, a company will be absolutely willing to work with you for that to get your treatments or whatever. So if you want to go into a field, just be honest when you go in and tell them. And quite actually, depending on what state you in, the company gets a kickback if they hire somebody that is, disabled or considered disabled. So you can work if you want to, follow your dreams. But I did the whole nine, y'all. I actually did it because I felt bad because she didn't have no family. So I thought, mm, mm, it's personal, Kiki. Me and you, it's personal. Mm-hmm. So, y'all ready to move on to a story? Yes, because my back is finna fall out and y'all care about my safety. Okay, let's see. First story. No particular order. We don't know what's going to happen tonight, but we do know that the disclaimer changes based on the stories. And it said, for those that didn't hear it, it said, this is not legal, medical, or therapeutic advice. Stories involve emotional distress, neglect, or threats of violence. So, child, we're going to get some shit tonight. Okay, here we go. First story is titled, She Thought, oh, Lord, She Thought I Was Dead and Left Me on the Floor. Is an apology enough when someone shows you who they really are? It's enough for me to forgive you and stay the entire F away from you. Here we go. After a hard night at work, my body was done. I got home and laid down on the cold kitchen floor. It helps my aches settle before I move again. I wasn't unconscious. I wasn't dying. I was just still. That's when I heard my young wife on the phone. She said, that motherfucker finally died. I'm headed out. I ain't about to be the one who finds him. I stayed quiet, frozen, not from pain, but from shock. She grabbed the keys, stepped over me, and left. Minutes later, she called back crying, apologizing, saying she thought I was dead and panicked. But here's the thing. Love doesn't leave. Love checks for a pulse. Love doesn't assume the worst and run. Now I can't unhear it. I can't unfeel it. So tell me, do I forgive someone who already left me or accept in my weakest moment I was disposable?
You
Who would
already
like to
know how I feel. Like, I'm
ah,
like, are these is
man,
this
you
stuff
already
really
know.
real? Like, do this really be real?
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing, and I promise you I'm not lying. It's somebody in these comments that can validate what I'm saying. It is somebody that was pregnant and was having an episode and was on the floor, and the baby daddy did something similar. So can this happen? Yes. Do I know that this happened to somebody? They didn't hear those words, but it was more like, "You okay down there? Okay? You look okay." Mm-hmm. So, and that's definitely healed him. So
I mean, you don't
now
even
she
have.
didn't say the bad words, but our
No, no,
our
no.
Uncle
I'm
Kevin
saying, like, a
went,
person shouldn't even have to write in to ask this shit. Leave that motherfucker. Like, what? Why would you want to stay with somebody that said that to you? Like, it's common sense. Like, that's why I be saying, like, is this real? Like, why
"Thank
would you
you."
need
Love
validation?
doesn't say that mother effer finally passed.
This is
Hilda, you
like,
didn't do that part.
yeah, what would you need to ask that question for? If you stay, you a dummy.
If you stay, you in danger.
Well, endanger dummy because you should have left. That ain't even nothing you need to write in for. Like, I need to see if you need a mental health check because what would make you stay?
That's a good question, Ro. What would make you stay? Because here's the thing. Do I forgive someone who already left me or accept that in my weakest moment I was disposable? No, in your weakest moment you were left for dead. You weren't disposable. Because to your point, you called it out. Love doesn't leave. Love checks for a pulse. You didn't call 911 and stay there. Now, when Hilda did this and called me from where I am, which is about 30 minutes away, like I was supposed to get there and turbo it. Now, I know she thinks I can handle all things and fix all things for her. Okay. But it was no way I was going to get there in the amount of time she needed me to get there. She called 911 and waited outside because she's afraid to, see something like that. It was nothing, she could do. She asked for help. That's different. This person literally, you heard them say, the mother effer finally died.
I would think that they would be trying to unalive me some kind of way if they saying that. Like, what would you stay for? Do you want to leave the earth?
Right. And yeah, she do always think somebody went to the upper room. I can't with you. I cannot. Oh, that's going to be my next story time. Yep. You wait. That's going to be my story time on your birthday, little girl. I'm telling what you did. Mm-hmm.
I'm telling what you did.
Because it wasn't once, it was twice. So when Uncle Kevin finally passed away, I done walked in the house, made myself a plate, sat down on the couch. She talking to me out of this ear. I'm looking at people at the table I never saw before. And I'm like, who are those people at the table? Oh, that's such and such and such and such. And just keeps talking. And then she get to, yeah, so the corner this and this and that. And I'm like, why do you get talking like by Uncle Kevin like he passed away? She said, because he did. Didn't you check your phone? That's how
My
I found
Lord.
out Uncle Kevin passed away.
My Lord.
Now I done walked in. I'm like, why is it so dark and why do everybody look so sad?
Mm, mm, mm.
I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Anyway, that's different than hearing somebody say they finally passed away. Uncle Kevin did not hear you saying he passed away. You kept him very much alive and took care of him very much all of his life. So please, no. Once you heard her say, what she say, y'all? Once you heard her say that MFer finally died, I'm headed out. I'm not to be about to be the one that found him. That
Yeah.
mother effer finally died is enough for me.
If he stayed, he a dummy. Like, that's just if you stay and when you really do pass away, then you deserved it because you should have left.
Don't do me and calling me by my government name. Yes, that's what happened.
Mm,
That's what happened with Uncle Kevin. That is
mm,
the story we laugh about every year when it comes up, and several times throughout if she feels like laughing at me.
mm. Well,
Maybe he have medical problems. Even if he have medical problems, that's your
Yeah.
spouse. You always scope the room when you walk in. First of all, I did scope the room before I made my plate, and I noticed it was strangers that I never saw. Why are y'all at my second house? I did
I'm
ask,
crying.
but I'm not nosy, so I wasn't listening to what they were saying. So you're gonna blame me? You're gonna blame me when we talking about this lady? Mm, It's always the people in your life that just tear you down. Anyway, what's our final verdict for this fool? To him. Ro already gave hers. She could reiterate it. Reiterate yours, Ro, because he need to hear it again. Say it for the people
If
in the
he
back,
said
twin.
he deserves to be unalived.
Okay. What's yours, bestie?
Well, I don't know because I missed it. I'm sorry.
Just go with what I said. If he says he deserves
Thank
to
you,
be,
Ro.
Say what,
Because
Ro? What you said, Ro? Yep, I agree with Ro. Everything Ro just said
he
sounds
deserves to be
real.
unalived if he stays.
sometimes I
Well,
think that you guys
oh,
are
my
the
bad. I'm so sorry. I
no,
did
no,
have
it's
an
too
opinion.
late. It's too late. Sometimes I think y'all are the weapon formed against me. I do.
I
And
promise that's
and
not the case. I literally just hurt my damn ankle standing up to sit back down correctly, and I missed a few things, so I thought you
why
said
don't you
something
just
new.
stop moving?
Well, Sissy
Welcome
Pooh,
to our home, y'all. The
yeah,
last
I love
show of the year. And they in due form, they are showing their true talents. Ro done cut somebody out. This one done hurt herself and don't have sense. And I done got snitched on my own show.
so
It be your
and this
own
is how
people.
we roll. And
It
this is how we
period.
roll.
Welcome to our home. Okay. I think he should stay.
I
Shut
think
up,
you should
fool.
go to
You
sleep.
want him to stay so we can get another story.
When he really be unalive, he gonna really be unalive too.
I'm just trying to get an understanding though. In some things, it doesn't make sense. So
Right.
maybe what I honestly feel is
Okay.
that he has better sense than what he wrote. He wrote to get it off his chest, to feel some type of way about his circumstances. But I believe that he should be wise enough to know that with his health conditions, she is not wanting to take care of him through sickness and through health.
He
And
must
he
got
should.
a good insurance policy or
Right.
something.
Because he
Shoot.
still work. I'm done with my business. Right.
Mm.
This done turn me off. So let's go to the. Oh, my final advice is, sir, God just gave you a full play out of what it will look like if something
Yeah,
really happened to you. So I'm not sure. Maybe you're not connected to God, but I strongly suggest you get into the Word. You grab some anointing oil. You put some cameras up in the house.
for real.
You change your beneficiary. If you're gonna stay with her because you want to oodle and doodle with her, uh, take her off of everything. Take her off of everything because that woman is the weapon formed against you, and she just showed you how she will prosper. Uh-uh. Not minutes later, she called back crying. Of course, because you called to check the phone because you wanted it to make it look like you wasn't there, and he answered the phone and scared the shit out of you. So you had to do that. Mm-mm. It's a no for me. So
Well,
we're going on to the next thing.
I
What?
think she didn't mean it like that, right? Like I think she meant it, right? I really do. But I also think she didn't really believe that man was dead, which is why she called the phone to see what he answered to make sure that she wasn't tripping. I think she might have would have called the peoples if he didn't answer the phone.
She called to do that so that when he didn't answer the phone, she could then call 911 and show the reason why she called 911 because she couldn't leave the house and just call 911 to go to her house because it wouldn't make sense. He called so that she can call and he didn't answer the phone and then she called 911. We're not about to play these games. Okay? We didn't watch, we was all
Right.
raised in the hood. We know. Okay?
Oh
Story
my.
number two. Story number two. Let's see. Guys ready?
Let's get it.
Okay, story number two. They're grown, disrespectful, and I am not their Shannon. Whoever Shannon is, can you demand authority where there was no consent? I don't know. I love kids, but I do not love my wife's kids. We're in a lesbian marriage and her children are grown adults, 29 and 33. Live with us. Mm. They don't recognize me as a stepmom. They call me by my first name. So they talk back, not in my house. They ignore house rules. Get the fuck out. I believe if you live in my house, there's respect. They should call me mom. Absolutely not. My wife disagrees. She says they're grown. They don't owe me that title and don't. And she refuses to evict them. You can go too. Now my home feels crowded, tense, and hostile. I feel like an outsider in a house I helped pay for. So tell me, is this about respect or control disguised as family structure? Who would like to go first?
Let
Well,
us go first because Amir coming in here having a meltdown. Hold on.
Okay.
so let me tell you, ma'am, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
go to bed, ma'am. Okay, do me a favor and let's just read this story and I'm gonna stop you and break it down.
Okay, I can do that for you. I
Thank
can.
you,
You tell
friend.
me where to stop, bestie. Okay.
Okay,
I love kids. I do not love my wife's kids. We're in a
stop. I do not love my wife's kids. Okay, keep going.
we're in a lesbian marriage and her children, grown adults, 29 and 33, live with us.
Pause. So you do not like your wife's kids. Your wife kids is grown as the entire fuck. So the problem that you're calling them kids is why they don't like your monkey ass. Okay. And so number one question, you have a wife, you didn't like her kids before you married her. Why did you marry this woman knowing that those kids live with y'all and that you did not like her? Okay, keep reading.
They don't recognize me as a stepmom. They
Go
call
to
me by
hell. Go to hell. Keep going. Don't stop reading. Just go to
oh,
hell right there.
they call me by my first name. They talk back. They ignore house rules. I
Pause.
believe
They are grown. They are not talking back. They are having a conversation with you. And just because you are not getting to rule them, you think that this is a motherfucking setup. They don't like you because you're trying to play them as children with this pretend family that you got going on. Where the fuck is your kids, ma'am? Okay, keep going. Mm-hmm.
I believe if you live in my house, there's respect. They should call me mom. My wife disagrees. She says they're grown, they don't owe me that title, and she refuses to evict them.
Pause. The only thing wrong that that woman doing is not evicting them grown ass kids because they too grown to be in her house. They can go be roommates together somewhere else. They don't need to be in y'all damn house. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I agree with the wife. Girl, ain't nobody motherfucking finna be calling your old ass mama when you ain't birthed or played a role in their raising. What in the hell is wrong with you? I want you to take several naps. Don't nobody owe you that. No one owes you that. What world do you live in where you over here calling you mom? Girl, I already got a mom. Why the fuck would I want to call you mom? Okay? Why? And but again, the only thing she is saying to me right now that I agree upon is those kids need to be the fuck out the house because they're acting like kids. And therefore, I understand she is I believe she's being sarcastic as the fuck in this letter saying it like that because she is basically telling us, hey, these grown ass quote unquote kids is in this house and don't want to respect me, as if to say I'm not helping support they ass. So therefore, even though I might have not been your mama back then, I'm for damn sure your mama right now. But they still don't owe you that title. Okay, keep reading.
Mm. Now my home feels crowded, tense, and hostile. I feel like an outsider in a house I helped pay for. So tell
Oh,
me.
so tell
So,
me.
so tell me, is this about respect or control disguised as family structure?
I think you're the one trying to have the control in the family structure, and you're sounding very much delusional. Ain't nobody kicking you out the house. You're just trying to control a house that's probably was already functioning before you got in it. And you should, if you was not allowed. I mean, if you was not capable of coming into this structure and flowing with the structure that it is, then maybe you shouldn't have gotten married. I think that you was more fascinated with getting married than you were with, I mean, I think you was more fascinated with your pre-made family
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
than you really are about your wife. Because the reality is, I don't understand how you walked down no aisle or went to no courthouse or whatever you did.
Mm-mm.
But I think you're doing too much. I think, listen, I have a whole nother opinion, so I'm gonna shut up now because now it's gonna go left. So I'm gonna stop.
Okay. Well, I'm sure Ro will go left and then you can join her.
No, I'm on my left.
What you got to say, twin?
I just think that they should not be in that house with them being that grown. She knew that they lived there before they got married. You knew that they didn't like you before you got married. So I won't say why did they get married because they are grown. I could see if they was kids, so I'll take that back. But they need to be up out of that house. They don't have to call you mother, mom, whatever, because like Dad said, you didn't raise them. So they don't have to call you nothing, just long as they respect you. They shouldn't have to call you mom. Now, if they want to call you mom later on down the line, they could. But they do need to be out of that house if they're being disrespectful. They don't need to be in there. That's too grown to be in somebody's house if you can't abide by the rules and she's paying rent or whatever there.
Right.
That's all I really got to say. They should have, she knew that they lived there, so they should have set those boundaries or had that conversation before they got married or even in a long-term relationship. You knew that they was there already. So
Right.
it ain't even no reason for you to be having no attitude. It's not like they, unless they moved in later, but I'm pretty
Right.
sure they was already living there.
Right.
That's
I
on
agree.
you.
I
That's
agree with
on
both.
you if you moved in and it was already like that. Like, you knew that, ma'am. So don't be mad now.
I agree. That's something that you should not have entered into because
Yeah.
those conversations should have been had. They are grown, grown. They're not a little bit grown. So I'm pretty sure that they've been functioning in a capacity where they could do whatever they wanted to and still live at home and operate and do literally whatever they wanted to. Because for you to come in and have different rules than what basic household respectful rules are, and they're staying with their mother, if they didn't respect her enough to do those household things at that grown age, then they're definitely not going to listen to you. So you shouldn't have included yourself in a dysfunctional family structure because it is dysfunctional. Is it disguised as control? No. The only piece that is disguised as control that just really doesn't make sense is they won't call me mom. And me personally, I feel like that's attached to um, being in a lesbian marriage. You want to be acknowledged as a title. When that title comes from you and your partner, you who's to say that they even agree with their mother being a lesbian, but they're being respectful of you. And that may be why you feel a little bit, you may be a little more sensitive to certain things as well. I don't know, because you mentioned it that you're in a lesbian marriage, and that may be having a little bit to do with it in that they don't agree. But they're respecting you as the partner of their mom. But to even request for you to call them mom probably feels like you too damn grown to be
Hmm.
asking a grown person to eat. Like some questions I was taught, you don't even fucking ask them because it's disrespectful to even ask the question. Now, if they organically started calling at that age, if they organically started calling you mom or mama, whatever your name is, let that organically happen.
Yeah.
That can't be a rule or an expectation of the day. You have vows. You have vows with the mother, not with them. They don't know anything but respect. And you and your wife need to sit down and talk about what it will look like because you're using words like evict. Why would you want to use a word like evict with the kid with her children? No, they need to be, you guys need to be empty nesters. They need to grow their wings. You're not using very nice words because why would you want to evict them? Because you want to show your power?
I don't like her. She seems to have not received anything that she has been looking for her entire life, and she thought she was going to take it all out in this lady's family,
Yep.
in this marriage. I swear. Because, girl, where are your children?
And she don't
And
have to have children, but why
oh,
is it crowded? It's crowded, tense, and hostile. Are you the crowded,
you're
tense?
the hostile person.
You probably nitpicking at every single thing that they've been doing all day 29 and 33 years, and you want to come in and change it overnight. You should have changed it and worked on it before you got in that goddamn house. Once you moved in, what did they tell you in marriage counseling if you took it? What did they tell you that's logical?
They didn't no marriage counseling because they would have talked about that in marriage counseling.
Marry the
They didn't
person
take no marriage
today.
counseling.
Exactly. Will you marry them today? With everything the way it is today, will you marry them? And you said, I do. You did. And at your
Mm,
grown age, if they this age and you did that, everything is on you. You're too old to have made that prime mistake. The mistake is the one you made because you could have not been married to this person
mm,
because you're not equally yoked. You're not equally
mm.
yoked. You're not equally yoked. So
My
my
Lord.
answer is this about respect? Yes. Is it about control disguised as family structure? Yes. It's both. And you need to see where you can fix yourself. Come to the table with what you're willing to compromise with and see what your wife is willing to compromise with. Hey, can we put them on a 12-month plan and make sure that they're
I
out?
wouldn't even moved in if I'm that
But you
old.
there now. You there now. So
Yeah,
we're getting
I
to
would have
the
never
end
even
with the
did
answer. So the answer is you either gonna stay
that.
together and y'all work it out.
They gonna
And
get a divorce because
I
the
think
mama would
so.
have been. They gonna get a divorce.
I
She's
think
already
so.
pissed her wife off talking about her children in the first
Yeah,
place.
they gonna get a
So
divorce.
therefore, you got to know if the fact that she got her kids still in her house lets you know that there's a strong attachment.
Right.
Listen, okay, hold up. Like
You
I'm
guys
so
give me a
petty.
minute. You guys keep talking. Give me just a second.
Okay, I'm so petty. You got to realize that this lady used to have penis in her life.
Hello.
These kids is used to a certain lifestyle. And now you want to bring your little butch self up in here and run this lady household like it's okay to do. But you is not the penis that planted the seeds that got this where it's
Well, you
listen.
know they be them. I call them lady dudes. You know they really think these lady dudes
Girl,
really
I
thinking
need you to slow down, sit down, and have several fucking seats because I lived that life as well. I can
Right.
literally walk it how I talk it because I
Right.
was her in that situation. And I ain't got no damn kids, thank God. But the reality is, I remember the time when you were living in this fantasy land that you are something you are not in this relationship, honey.
Right.
And you not gonna play with me. And Asia is the witness to what I'm saying. I'm not lying.
Nope.
Wait, you said
Okay.
that you was living like that situation?
With no kids. But yeah, that
Wait,
was
you
my
was
life
the
for a
lady
long
or the
time.
lady? Was you the lady or the lady dude?
I was the lady, and I had the lady turning into the lady dude, and we was each other's first, so it was very dramatically extra. And so I listen, and then this nigga turned into a whole tomboy, and then now I got this lazy ass nigga in my house acting like we 17, and I'm the mama and not the girlfriend. And so my point is, don't live in no delusions, honey. You're
And
delusional.
expect people to follow and adhere to it.
Yeah, you're delusional as the fuck, expecting these folks to call your ass mama. You delusional
Yeah.
because you done came in here and wanted to disrupt this household. Now, don't get me wrong. That may be major purpose that you serve because moms probably need to let go and let her kids grow the fuck up and get the fuck on.
But hold
But
her hand through
there
it.
is a
Don't.
way to do that. And
Right.
because let me be clear with you, just because you want to be a boy doesn't mean you're a boy, which means you have the finesse in your spirit to get what the fuck you want out of this situation.
Right.
Use
Right.
your finesse, stud it up correctly and butter it up and get what you need instead of trying to come in controlling the situation and taking over. Don't
Yep.
nobody like no takeover spirit, honey.
Mm-mm.
And they
Pipe
actually push it back
down.
even further. So it might be, this is what I'm telling. That's why I let you guys go first, because the main word I was going to zero in on that evict, because you're not writing with a nice heart. So if
At
you write it
all.
this way, but you write it in a way that they're this age and they're disrespecting us, and you wanted us to know that you're in a lesbian marriage, as if that gave you the right to be called mom because she's mom, so I have to be mom too. It's none of those definites. It's none of those
Well, I
definites.
what I'm realizing and learning in this other life because I'm not using all these letters for you. I'm sorry. You're
I
just a
don't know.
fucking human who likes what you like and be
Right,
okay with that.
right.
I don't give a fuck who you fucking for real. So I'm
I
not using
know.
all that. So with that being said, baby, they have a real issue about titles. That is the whole deal.
They do. That's why I'm like, y'all,
Y'all
we got to
fought
pay
for
attention
a
to this work.
title as if to say
Hmm.
it's a race. You're not a fucking race. You're black, you white, you're Asian, you're indifferent, and you're a human, and you like what the fuck
But if
you
you,
like.
some of them, if you don't do it my way, you don't respect me. And that's not
Yeah, it's
true.
weird.
That's
Like
not fair.
girl, you are delusional.
That's not fair. That's not fair. Because if you truly love kids, first of all, you said, I love kids. These
These
are
ain't
not
kids.
kids. You want a little kid them so bad. So here's what would have happened. And this is sad. I'm going to sum up my last feelings of what would have happened if it would have went your way. That's what I want to be my final opinion. Based on the way you wrote this and based on what I know from people in my life, as well as some employees, I'm going to tell you what you would have been okay with. I love kids. I do not love my wife's kids. You would have been just fine if you stepped into that house and they oogled and googled over you and treated you like mommy too. If they ran to you sometimes as mommy, if they made you feel like an overnight ready-made family mommy, you would have loved them. They could have stayed in that house. They could have got married in that house. They could have had kids in that house. They could have never worked in that house. They could have had you breastfeed them and you wouldn't have gave a damn because it have made you feel like mommy. You would have been
Mm-hmm.
okay if the shit went that way. You jealous of her relationship with them, even though none of
Mm-hmm.
us think the shit is okay off top. Because how did you marry her like this and you thought it was going to be one way and it wasn't? You thought you was going to be able to buy them and they going to just love me because now they get a second mommy. Now they get another woman who will overly baby them. And because it did not work your way, just like I can't
And
say the
because you
because
hate
I'm not from
men
that
so
space.
much,
No, just because it didn't go your way, now you want to use big words and manhandle and things like that. That's why you like using that word evict. If you told me you wanted to come in here and evict Skylar, Kiera, Harley, Arion, Shia, or Chris out of this household, evict who? Can we have a plan so that they can launch appropriately into adulthood? Yes, we can. That's the way you would talk to me if you love me. But evict? How dare
Yeah.
you ask somebody about me? I dare you to come in here talking about evicting somebody out of my shit that's mine. Ain't gonna work. Mm-mm. What's y'all final word before we move to the next story? Because the more I
girl, get
talk
out
about
that
it,
lady
this shit
house
pisses me off. Mm.
and go pay your rent by yourself somewhere else. Get out that lady house.
Yeah. My final word is I just know there's going to be a divorce.
We called it. I think it is too. Because
So we'll be waiting on divorce court and we'll come back to y'all with an update.
Right.
I watched that too. The coolest story.
Me too. So if I find it, I'm sending it. I
Right.
swear.
So, by the way, a little trick I have in some of my stories, you'll probably never see these stories anywhere. However, I said you will never see them in writing anywhere. I'm very good at what
Oh,
I do. I'm very creative once I put my mind to it. So, let's see. Story number 3. Ready for high BP?
let's go.
Okay, let's see. I don't think this one is because them first two done triggered the shit out of me. Okay.
I see, baby. We all over here triggered.
Let me see because I didn't say it. She
That's
said it.
me.
Thank you. That's what I was because that's when I was going off. I'm like, oh, now you want to be a lady. I was like, what is the word? Because I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
lady
in
dudes.
trouble.
You know I call everybody the studs lady dudes.
And that's okay. That's okay. What do they call? They call them something lady boy in Taiwan and stuff. They call them lady boys. But
Oh.
no one has a right to have it. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I respect you because I love you because you're a human being. All the rest, you don't do that because I can give you a whole list for myself that only makes sense in my head.
I
Okay.
promise you that.
I promise you I don't have sense. Let's see. This one. I'm wearing an eye patch and I'm afraid of what comes next. Let's see. What what does love turn into an unsafe situation? Oh no. When love turns into an unsafe situation. Sorry guys. Okay, here's the story. I'm wearing an eye patch because my boyfriend's 23-year-old daughter swapped my eye drops with crazy glue.
Mm, mm.
She's violent, she's nonverbal, and she greets me with punches. I begged him to intervene, to set boundaries, to protect me. He refuses, says, says she can't help it. I love him, but I'm living in fear. I've caught myself thinking about fighting back, and that scares me more than anything because I know where that ends. So tell me, is love worth risking my safety, or is staying the real danger? Let me go back to something real quick. Okay, I'm wearing an eye patch because my boyfriends, not mine, not my husband, my boyfriends.
Okay, I
Okay,
just wanted to make sure we understood that too. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that good repeat. You knew exactly when to repeat it.
and do because what the
I
fuck?
already caught that when you said it the first time. Like,
But
ma'am,
I
Yeah.
it's
wanted everybody else to.
like,
Well, make
ma'am,
sure
Sometimes
we
you
all
gotta.
caught.
Okay,
ma'am.
go.
Here we go. Go
Like,
ahead, Ro.
ma'am, like, come on now. Like, your ass is stupid too. Like, you should have left after she did that. If the father didn't, like, it's no, after she did that, that's it. We are no longer a couple or anything. You deal with your little demon child or whatever. Because it's going to only get worse if she don't want you there. And he evidently don't care if you don't do nothing about it. But even if he would have did something about it, I still would have broke up with him.
I can't be with you, sir, and I feel like. Okay, so let me take it from the dad's point of view before we dig in, because I do want to give um, some real sound advice, right? Because I am going to go in. We're going to go in for a little bit. But at the very top of it, dear boyfriend, I'm really, really sorry that you do have a daughter that has special needs, and it's to this degree. That is really bad. But if you're not the one complaining and she only hits other people, I strongly suggest that at the beginning of dating a woman, that you set that out in front and you guys do things
Yeah.
together really quickly so you can see how she responds to that girl, and then move forward and let them know it's because my daughter is special needs. Would you mind coming over, see how she behaves towards you? And then we can go from there, because I don't want to, get you to fall in love with me, or I'll fall in love with you. And then the end result is this. So I have to
No,
do things
that's very,
right. Just do it unorthodox, because first of all, my mother and my family, I told you, we had homes like this that had um, special needs adults. She does know what she's doing. She hits who she wants to.
yeah.
You are not willing to control it, and that is your right. But it's not fair to date somebody, and then they have to decide if they're going to leave you or not, because that's a very tough decision to make, and it makes you feel worse where there is somebody involved with special needs.
But she ain't too special needs if she switched your eye drops with crazy glue.
The world don't see it that way, Ro, and we just know that
She could have
the
left that
world
out.
don't
I
see
don't
it
care if
that
it's
way.
special needs or not. You ain't too
Yeah,
much special
that's
needs
why I
to
said
do
we're
this
gonna
or
get
that.
into it. So hold on, we're gonna get into it. We giving the proper response first and giving a suggestion, because we're going to have some now deep dive responses. So that's my response. At least do that going forward, because she shouldn't be sitting here making this decision. And uh, glue with eye drops.
Yeah, girl, it's a no.
Okay, go ahead,
I would
Ro.
have packed my bags that night and got the hell up out of there.
Glue, and she meets you with punches. She's violent, she's nonverbal, and she greets you with punches. You begged him to intervene. You begged him to protect you. When she punched you the first time, your boyfriend should have popped her. You should do something. She's nonverbal. She can hear. So you should have told her that's not okay.
And
How are
she
you?
understands perfectly if she's changing.
Because if I call the police on her, then you're going to be mad at me.
Girl.
Because the punching part, they could easily pass that one off and it will fly under the radar. But the switching the eye drops with the glue,
Yeah,
that's
girl.
the one that could get
I'll
her in
almost say
trouble.
ain't nothing wrong with her if she doing that shit.
So if
Well,
you
I
call the
just want to
police,
know,
go ahead.
because I'm petty as the fuck. Are we sure that he's not the one that did that to her?
Well, let's say that he's not, because we can only go by the story. So let's keep our feedback
Because
for
how you know she did that to your eye drops?
to your eye drops.
How
I
you
don't
know
know, but
she
that's
did
what the
that?
story is. So let's keep going with just the story, because it's enough in that to not take it anywhere else. Shit,
I guess that's my point. If you felt like
it's
that,
crazy.
I don't feel safe in the house.
Hell yeah, this is crazy.
I don't feel safe. The daddy ain't doing nothing, and the daughter gets to be reckless and quote unquote she's nonverbal.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Is
saying.
she nonverbal to you, or is she
Exactly.
nonverbal?
But nonverbal don't mean that you don't have your other skill sets and your other things. And clearly they're
Exactly.
very much so there. So do I believe that the daughter did these things? I do. I don't understand why he's the glue. She could have went blind. There's no way.
Mm.
I don't understand how this is a question. I don't like to use words like you stupid, but I'm with Ro tonight. You are stupid. Why would you stay there? When are you going to stay there until you
Are
till
you disabled, ma'am?
she make you drink poison? Like,
Are you disabled? Because only like, why are you there? Shit, you need to be on a damn short yellow bus.
I've caught myself thinking about fighting back, and that scares me more than anything. What scared me more than anything is the prison time I would get because I would beat the brakes off of her.
Yeah.
You switch the eye drops with crazy glue. And here's a better question, because think about it, guys. Those are in two different bottles. That means you had to put it in the other.
Yeah.
You went to a lot of your devious.
In my mind, I'm trying to wonder how did she do that? Like, how did she switch the eye drops with crazy glue? Like,
Maybe
how
she
did she do
switched
that?
the
Because on
label.
eye drops, it ain't really a twist off part under there. You know what I mean? Like you twist the top off.
Oh, but the glue in is like this, Ro. Like this. Funny, I got it right here. Maybe it's something like this. Hold on, guys.
Because I'm
I
like,
got it
my
right
eye drops,
here.
you don't twist it off under
No,
there
I
to
got it
where
right
you
here,
can bring
guys.
other stuff in.
Hold
And
on.
then glue does stick sometimes. And so you had to drain out all of the damn eye drop stuff to mix glue in it
Where's the glue?
for it not to
Oh, here it
change
is.
the
Look, guys.
texture.
Maybe she took it out of one. Okay, this is my eye drops for my contacts, right? Maybe
Okay.
she took and put this glue in it.
But still, how did she put the glue in there?
Oh, let me show you.
Pop the top.
It's the pop top. You could pop this top right here. This
Oh, that
pops
top
off.
off.
The nozzle pops
Oh,
off. Yeah, the nozzle pops off on this travel one. Ah, I'm telling y'all,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be
I'm about to say.
resourceful like a mother sucker. But that's the only way she could have
Yeah,
done
that's
it.
the
It
only
had
way.
to be something like this.
And if she knew how to do that, girl,
Point.
please. I think
That's
I would
my
have called
case
the
in
police
point.
on her ass. I would have called the police. I don't.
Case in
How?
point.
I wonder how old is she?
No, they said it,
that's
babe.
what I
They said
wondered too.
wait, who? The girl?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the disabled person.
23.
Oh, baby, bye.
No, I
23.
would have called the police on her. I don't
Me
care.
too. You just try to blind me. You're very dangerous.
And
But
I
he
would
don't
be.
care.
And
He
she would.
don't.
They would. I would have been calling the police, or the daddy would have been calling the police on me.
Or you gonna do something to her to let me know. You just gonna sit there and keep letting me get pounced. Well, never mind. You know what? Let's take it back. Let's roll back this beautiful bean footage. I don't know which commercial that is. I think Bush's baked beans. Anyway,
It is.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
so let me tell you, okay? Because we like to hold people accountable, right?
Okay.
Then we have to pull the full accountability back to the motherfucker getting her ass whooped. Why are you still there?
Period.
That's what I'm saying. She got to be disabled too. Hell,
What's going on?
The dating pool got horse shit in it. Mm.
that's just insane. Like
I'm not a 23-year-old finna go toe to toe with me. I barely could deal with toddlers that think they finna get smart with me. Mm-mm,
ain't no
mm-mm. I
way.
fight
It's
toddlers.
no way in this world. Now I can see. I do agree with you saying that the first part when you saying that if you have a special needs child, like let the people know. I do totally agree with that. But girl, she's 23.
Because she's not gonna change at 23. That's why I said
Yeah,
like
like
have a
she's
meter
23.
first.
You're gonna just need to be by yourself, sir.
That's the only other option. Either be
You
by
Because
have,
what she
yourself.
telling you is she don't like your woman's.
yeah.
She's telling you she is your woman.
Period.
It ain't nowhere in this world.
Because where the mama at? Maybe she
Mm,
don't like women. Maybe she beat the shit out the mama. So
maybe
that's why the
so.
mama can't have her.
Well, her ass to be in. I was about to say a convalescent home. She'd be in a group home somewhere. I
In real
wish
life.
In assisted living, one of those assisted, that might be better because when they violent, they're very strong.
they are, but the
They're
fact
very
that she
strong.
knew to change, girl,
Because they're
shoot.
not stupid. They're
I
very
wonder what her
smart.
disability is then. What is her disability?
Probably just being nonverbal.
Because
So
girl,
that means you know sign language.
I would have had to beat the hell out of her.
23. Yeah, I was like, I
That's
must have
her
missed
point
that.
blank. Like, girl, I'm probably gonna. I could be blind.
Okay, girl. Okay, last story. You guys ready? Because that one is crazy. So all of our final verdict is, girl, get the hell up out of there before that girl
Murk
take you to
you.
the. She sound like she started by punching. Now she trying to poison you. You got 2 more steps before she, because she's telling you she doesn't want you there. Get out of that woman's house. You are the other woman at this point, and he's okay with the shit being like that, with a whole 23-year-old behaving that way. They're stuck in their ways. Stop getting into people's lives. Why do y'all think we say we have cutoffs? I'm not dating you if you have this kind of child. I'm not dating you if your adult child doesn't do this. I'm not jumping into dysfunction knowingly.
Just
No.
not gonna be able to do it.
I'm not, and we not gonna work out. I don't care how good the dick is. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care about none of that because all of that would make me not like you. You will not be sexy to me no more, and I will be calling the police on your 23-year-old daughter who's whipping my ass.
Girl, no, they. That's why I said they would be calling the police on me after I got finished beating her ass.
Oh, girl. Okay, last story. Story number 4. This is our last story of 2025. Thank you, ladies, for being such a support to me and joining. Let's go.
Of course. Mwah.
Mm, let's see. I saved his life, but I'm lonely in the process.
What?
I read that one right, Joe. I saved his life, but I'm lonely in the process.
Hmm.
Can you heal someone without losing yourself? Almost never, unless you are trained. Here we go. I survived a terrible car crash. I promised myself I'd use my second chance to help others. That's how I met him. He's rough around the edges, on probation, trying to do better. Hmm. I housed him, prayed with him, taught him the word, even sat with him during probation visits. He refuses intimacy. He says
Girl,
he needs to stay focused and stay clean and stay disciplined. I admire his growth, but I'm lonely. I didn't sign up to be a sponsor, a mentor, or a spiritual stepping stone. I want partnership. So tell me, am I helping him rise or disappearing in the process? That is the way that this question is really asked. It makes no sense to me. Am I helping him rise or disappearing in the process?
You're doing both.
That's
exactly.
why I'm like, I didn't know it was an either or.
You're just doing both, ma'am.
Who wants to go first?
Mm-mm.
I'm sick of them. I'm sick of all these people. Like, I'm
Y'all
sick.
don't read the whole Bible. Y'all don't read the whole Bible. And okay, let me start first. I can tell you from my experience, right? Growing up, I grew up and I thought when you have it, you're supposed to share. You're supposed to give somebody the shirt off their back. Anything you can do for somebody, you should do it. For example, if somebody said, Asia, do you have $20 I could borrow? If I actually had $20, I would say yes and give it to them to borrow because I thought I don't want to lie. I'm telling you, it's just things that were in my head that I believed I was supposed to do as a good Christian. And I actually felt it in the deep, like the deepest part of my soul, right? I felt that. Give the person a shirt off your back, blah, 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 right? And going through therapy at 25, that was such a pivotal year for me. And I'm so proud of myself for going, but it still didn't resonate. and go into action until about 36. The Bible tells you, if you read the whole verse, you're supposed to actually pray before giving when somebody asks you. You need discernment. The reason why you're supposed to pray is because sometimes, like Joseph, you're supposed to be in that pit by yourself where you're dealing with what you're dealing with and you work your way out of it and God is working on you. And if we get in the way of what God is trying to do, how is a person ever supposed to learn their lesson or learn how to navigate life or anything like that if you keep stepping in as a crutch? Right? So can I relate? Yes, I can. I can. But what I can't understand is why you didn't listen to, I think, Mariah Carey, who said, we don't want no more science projects. He's rough around the edges, on probation, trying to do better. Hard stop. Rough around the edges and on probation. So he's somebody that you can talk to via text. You can be there for him to text. Hard stop
Yeah.
there. Right? Let's go to the next one and then I'll let you guys talk because this is the most important piece for me. So I want to hear what you guys think. I housed him. I prayed with him. I taught him the word, even sat with him during his probation visits, but he refuses intimacy. Says he needs to stay focused and you don't. He needs to stay clean. From what? And he needs to stay disciplined. Be so disciplined you get your own fucking house.
Yeah, you're not a boxer or
Come
anything.
on, bro.
Not have sex now. Boxers and some athletes, I know that they can't have sex a certain amount of time before games or matches like that. But sir, you're on probation or whatever. Like he's using you, ma'am. It is no way that you don't know that. Like he's using you. Period. Point blank. And you're being a dummy.
Girl, not lady. You signed up to be those things. He's not a relationship type right now. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So you
he
should have
shouldn't
left
even be
him.
in no relationship until you get all your shit together, sir. And women need to understand that shit. Like I can say back in the days we probably have messed with dudes that we shouldn't have, but
But
you
we
learn
didn't know
from
no
your
better.
lessons. You learn from that. And I don't know how old this lady is, but to me, somebody like that has low self-esteem. Because it ain't no way in this world you don't know that that man don't want to be with you and he's only using you. Like I'll go
Well,
back.
bro, let's call out one thing so
Disability?
you can wrap it into what you're saying.
Does
Let's
she have
call
a disability?
no. Let me tell you the piece that's gonna fuel you because let's not forget this part. I'm tired of people saying that they're doing something for one reason when they're really doing it for another.
Hmm.
I survived a terrible car crash. I promised myself I'd use my second chance to help others. Hard stop. If you're doing it to help others, why the fuck does intimacy matter?
Hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
relationship. You
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
he
saying.
owes
That's
He
you.
low ass,
exactly
he
what I
got
was about to say. You just sat over here and played with this man and had him thinking that
You
you were
thought you was
actually
gonna
trying
save
to
him,
help
so he was
him,
gonna
and
owe
he
you.
thought he was on some
Uh,
room and board type
mm.
situation, and now you over here wanting some dick, and he is not here for that. And after getting out of prison, I'm actually very proud of him from telling you no.
he telling her no, but I'm pretty sure he doing it to somebody else. He
Pocket
still telling
roll.
her
He's
no.
using her.
Come on
But
now.
is he really using her
What
when she
man
was
gets
sitting over
right?
here volunteering help, not knowing he was helping for sex? You trying to turn
Well,
him
here's
into a
the reason why.
prostitute?
Here's the reason why I say yes, you are using her, right? Because this is what I feel. You know when somebody is interested in you. And when
Yeah.
they're interested in you and you don't want what comes along with it, it is for you to say, no, I appreciate it, but no, thank you. It is. And you knew that, but he just got out of prison. And he has a prison mentality. For him to be on probation, you was in prison, not jail. Yes, you have a prison mentality. You're going to use this stepping stone to get to the next place that you need to be. And this
Right.
is completely safe. And because you have done Bible study and all those things with her, you could then leverage that to get you what you need. What is the first thing you do when you go into prison? You pick where you're going to go. A lot of people pick to be Muslim because they know that's the safest thing to do. He's picking the safest thing to do. He's following the same behavior that he had in there. Why wouldn't he?
I don't feel sorry for her. Like
I
people
don't.
like that, I don't even feel sorry for them
Y'all
because
weren't in a relationship and dating.
Like
I'm gonna use my second chance to help others, then help her with no strings attached. Y'all talking about God and everything else. Maybe he feels convicted about
you could have
not
did a
doing.
class. You could have
You
did a
teaching
class
him
if you wanted to
God.
help people. You could have did a class, and you could have helped multiple
Sex
people
is a
at the
mind thing, a
same time.
distraction. So you and him don't need a sex. And he could, let's not even take that off the table. He could very well feel that way. He could very well
Don't.
get out and be somebody that's like, I don't want to do these things. And I for sure don't want to do it with somebody that I'm not interested in something long term with. To Rose's point, he could be with somebody else, but he could be feeling like, I'm not just going to
He
do it
is
with
with somebody
everybody.
else. He
Right.
is.
But some men still say they're not going to do it with everybody. You know,
Well,
not
yeah,
just,
but I still
you
feel
know what
like
I'm saying?
he's
Just
not
because I'm
just
here,
not.
I'm not going to do it.
He's
Yeah.
having sex. He just ain't having sex with her. Believe that. I
Or
believe.
he's not. But either way, he's not
Unless
going
he
to have it
having
with
sex
you.
with another man.
Some
He
men
having sex
actually
with
do
somebody.
have
Some
discipline.
actually, they do. I know
Some
several
men
men that
really
have
do have
discipline.
discipline.
Straight
They
And
out
do.
of
once you can
jail.
actually train
Straight out of
yourself
jail.
to
Well,
withhold yourself
if you
from
haven't
sex,
ran into what you want yet, then yes, straight out of jail. Because just look at her. What if he's looking at her like, you just let me into your space this quickly and you want this quickly? That's actually a turnoff for some men. That's actually a turnoff. Text Ron. Ask him. He'll tell you. It's several of them. Call Jamal. He'll tell you. It's
I
several.
need somebody
Call
that just got
Ronnie.
out of
Ronnie
jail
will tell you. My best
to
friend.
tell. I need
They
somebody
act
that just got out of jail to say that.
okay. I'll give you a name. Hmm. But it doesn't matter. There are people there are men that are celibate. Which one is celibate? Celibate is the abstinent. Is abstinent from sex is if you've had sex before and you're not having sex
correct.
again. Abstinent. It's several men. It's men that are abstinent as well.
It
No,
really
I
is.
agree with that, but I'm
Mhm.
just saying I've never heard of nobody that's fresh out of jail that said that they not having sex
They
until they
usually,
find
if they
somebody.
gonna do it, they gonna go back to somebody they've been with before. To
Yeah,
your
that's what I'm
point,
Right,
saying.
because
I'm
it
just
ain't easy to just get booty for real. It
yeah. To
sound
your
right,
point,
but it's
it's
not.
like somebody they've been with before. It
wait, y'all
wouldn't
said
be.
it's not easy?
No, I said it is. No, I said it
I
is
Oh,
did
easy.
say that it was not that easy. Like if you ain't going to somebody you already
Oh, I
know,
want to just meet somebody new real quick.
right, just some random, that is not always as easy as it sounds,
I'm gonna
especially
tell
if
you
you fresh
this.
out of prison.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. When my brother got out of jail from doing 22 years, I swear to God,
It's easy to
my
me.
inbox, my inbox was
Right.
flooded with
It's easy
people.
to me
My inbox was flooded with people telling me to
to
give my
connect you to him.
brother his to give my
Yep.
brother their number because they wanted to give him some because he had been in jail so
Yep.
long. They know he don't got no STDs or nothing. I was
Yep.
shocked. I have never seen nothing like that in my life.
It's true. She's
I'm
not
sorry.
lying. That's why I said both of y'all
Damn.
are true. I'm sorry, both of what you're saying is true, but it's based on what you've experienced. Um, do I know what Roa said is true? Yep. And what you saying is true. Everybody's answer is true. Everybody's answer is true. And it's very interesting to me because none of it is a sure answer as far as the other women, the way that they're thinking. Like the women reaching out to Ro, women reaching out to me about my god brother, wanting to get connected. Women was reaching out about Juggy. And I'm like, no offense to nobody, but do y'all know that some of them men be having something going on with the guard there, this person there? You in your brain think you gonna be the hot piece of pussy when he come home, not knowing he ain't went without none. Or some of them didn't go
It be
without a
crazy.
little
Yeah, like y'all on
entertainment.
some love
Talking
it.
about his no STDs. Test his ass as soon as he get home. Stop doing that, ladies. That don't mean shit. It's actually more contaminated.
I'm telling you, I was blown away. I had never in
Really?
my life. Yes.
Because you
I
know, in
did
their
not
mind,
know.
he was a virgin all over again. So
And
if
that's
this
what
is
they
a
were saying.
good
He was the
man,
virgin all
I
over.
gotta catch
I didn't
him
know
quick, and he
women.
gonna fall in love with me.
Yeah. I didn't know women was really
All
thirsty.
men are hoes. Capital H.
I didn't know women
Yep.
was really thirsty like that. Like I really
Girl,
did not
will
know.
pay for it too. They would have paid you if you kept
Yes.
stringing them. They would have paid you. Yep, they'd have been your best friend. They would have if you'd have been like, "Oh, I want this kind of car." They'd have figured out. They honey, they pay. They pay. Oh, it's horrible. He might not like lady. Hello, he might not like the lady parts. And he's
Mm.
not gonna tell you because you helping him as a stepping stone to
And
get to
that's what
where
I said. That's what I said. He might not like ladies.
yeah, he might not. I mean, it could be a number of things. Either way, baby, do up. It ain't you. You don't
I
want
just
to.
I say it don't matter, girl. He don't want to be with you, and you need to go to Love After Lockup and be on that show if you want to find somebody straight out.
Or stop playing with God and saying that you're doing this because you got a second
Mm.
chance to help others, and then it comes with strings attached. Nasty. They don't owe you their body a little live entertainment because you was
Mm.
helping them. They don't
Mm.
owe you a lap dance, Freaky Susan.
Mm.
Mm. These
Mm.
women, something else. Am I helping him rise or disappearing in the process? Girl, that's not the question you should be asking. The question is, are you wrong for expecting or putting him in that position with him living with you and everything like that, and then requesting intimacy? Let him request it from you.
I pray to God I never get that. That is so crazy to me.
What I feel is that she really thought she was courting him this entire time.
She thought they was praying together. Oh,
Hmm.
I pray to God I never get that. Like this.
Delusional.
Yes, like Lord, please stay with me.
Let me always have a clear vision of what the fuck going on. Okay?
Whew. This is
whew.
so crazy to me. Like these women, I'm like, Lord, keep me on the top of the prayer list to keep my mind.
I'd rather go back to school and get another degree. Y'all know I am the queen for going through a breakup and then going back to get a degree. I got four of them
It ain't that.
motherfuckers.
It's just not that serious.
Mm-mm.
It's
I could
not.
do something positive.
Learn
I
to
could
be by
build another
yourself.
business. I
Yeah,
mean, I
you
can
want
do a
to
lot
find
of shit.
somebody you could
Dick is
get
not that
all right.
important to me.
Yeah, you
Now
could.
I love it. Don't get me wrong. It is amazing. How so be ever. How so be ever. It is very expensive to do those things. And what I mean is your soul, your body. I'm just not one of those people that could just play with my body. Like I can't. Um, it doesn't work for me. And ma'am, you are throwing yourself at a man who is not even on his own yet. So then you'll be mad if he never do anything and he becomes a housewife. Then you're gonna be all upset. Girl, Freaky Susie, she in there talking about the Bible, and then as soon as they put it down, she talking about that just turned me on when we read the book of Job. And he's like, eh, eh, mm-mm. And he's sitting at the probation. Why? So you could turn him in and be, listen, lady, don't you be mean to this man and try to take him down if he don't give you no lollipop. He don't want to. No means no to women too. Don't set this man up because you sound a little. Did you hit your head in the car accident?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Uh-oh, y'all. She might have hit her head.
Well,
So,
she has a disability too.
okay. Well, let's be nice. Since I have nothing nice to say, I guess that's the end of the show. So
Mm.
that is it from me. Everybody, please have a safe New Year's Eve. Enjoy it. Make sure that you open your door at midnight. You grab your black eyed peas, your greens. What else is it? Black eyed peas and greens and something else
Why are you supposed to open your door?
to let the last year out and New Year in. It's a Irish
Be
one.
shooting and doing all that. I ain't opening my door.
Well, they don't shoot on my street and my viewers
Well,
either.
hopefully
Good.
over here they don't shoot. Now everywhere else, even me, every place I live in a good area, but I still hear people shooting.
Well, then don't open your door, Ro.
Yeah, I'm not opening
What
my.
is the other thing you need to eat? That's all I needed your help with. But what's it?
I
Black
just
eyed
didn't know
peas?
what to open the door meant.
Yeah. I
What
just
did you
look
say? Black eyed peas and what?
black eyed peas, greens.
And fish.
And that's
Oh,
funny.
fish.
That's what I wanted. What's the fish for? What's the fish one?
I don't remember what it is. I just remember that's the meal.
What is fish for on New Year's
I think
Day?
some money.
Is
Make
it New
sure
Year's?
your house is clean. They say however your house is.
Oh, right. Clean your
What
house. Sweep your front porch.
do that mean?
That's just the old saying. Remember, make sure you sweep your front porch before you go into somebody else's. That just means don't throw rocks if you have a glass house. New Year's. Oh, eating fish is prosperity, abundance, and moving forward.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that one is a tradition in many cultures, especially Chinese and European. European. And since I have both of those in me, since we found out on uh our blood test thingy, I'll do both of those. Well, I'll have fish anyway. I got fish right here. Okay, so that's what it is. Let's see. One more thing. What are New Year's Day traditions in Black households? You guys need to do it anyway, okay? Okay. Black eyed peas, collard greens, cornbread is for
Oh yeah.
gold, pork is for progress, cleaning, watching a nighttime service if you want to, ensure a good first visitor with money in hand. So when you go to visit somebody, take money.
Yeah, I'll do want to go to church because I'm like, I'm not going nowhere other than that. But then sometimes I be scared because I just be scared of people shooting. I was like, I'd rather just watch night
I'd
service.
be afraid of drunk drivers.
Yeah, like I watch night service because when I was growing up, we went to watch night service for New Year's Eve. We went did that every single year. Like I
So
didn't know nothing other than that.
right. So you guys, you can open windows and doors, let out the stale air, welcome in new energy.
I'll do that. I'll open the window.
Okay, and then the last one in Haiti. Oh, we don't. You can eat pumpkin soup if you want to, but those are it. We can't. We covered all of them. So we got all of them. So it sounds like we are ready. And if you don't like greens, you can have spinach or cabbage as well. And then the black eyed peas is for wealth as well. Cornbread is gold and signifies prosperity. And baby, I need to prosper. Pork represents forward movement and abundance.
No, ma'am.
As pigs root for common dishes include ham, bacon. I could eat a whole thing of bacon. I will.
I'll eat some bacon. I
will eat some bacon. Okay, so that is it for tonight. You guys make sure these journals are only on sale. I already set the timer. They will go off sale New Year's Day, I believe. So if you want one or all of them for $12.99, for each one is $12.99. But if you want all of them and you want them for that price, go ahead and get them now. As of January 1, they go back up to $15.99, and you will enjoy them. And then the other two will come out as soon as I get them out. I promise to hit the button tomorrow. I promise. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Be safe, and we will see you at the top of the new year. Anything you want to say, Miss Rose?
No, everybody be safe. I'll probably go live tomorrow. I don't know what time. I just have to do something for the last day.
Yes.
I go live in the daytime. But I do want everybody to be safe and make sure you do your New Year's resolutions. You can write them down. I always tell people to write a letter to yourself. Write a letter to yourself.
Mommy, I need to take a shower.
Okay, Amir. He almost made me lose my train of thought. Write a letter to yourself, and then at the end of next year, 2026, then open it up and read it. And then another thing you can do is write down everything that you don't want to happen in your life, or things that happen that you want to stay gone, and write it all down and then burn it.
Oh, I think I'll do that one. So I got the stuff for my vision board. I want to do that. And then I will write that one too. I'll write that one and then burn it.
Yeah.
I'll do that one too. Okay, I'm ready. Thank you all for joining. Please make sure that you like on your way out, comment, share, and subscribe. Good night.
Good night.